Though much of the Las Vegas Strip has been rebuilt with themed hotels, designer towers, and cutting-edge technology, when most people imagine the city, their thoughts return to the golden age of Elvis, the Rat Pack, and those stunning neon lights.
Las Vegas is a city that's constantly changing, reinventing itself. Got to maintain that excitement, that glitter. And that's great, but what happens to the history of this city? Like those old neon signs that made it famous. They come here, to the Neon Museum.
The Neon Museum was founded in 1996 as a nonprofit organization to preserve a piece of Las Vegas history. After years assembling the initial collection, the museum opened its doors to the public in 2012.
I want you to meet Rob McCoy. He is the CEO of the Neon Museum here, and not only that, he's just a really great guy. Nice seeing you this morning.
Welcome to the crown jewel of Las Vegas.
Wow, the crown jewel.
The crown jewel.
How long has the crown jewel been here?
As a fully operating museum, it's a little over 4 years, but the collection itself actually started forming about 20 years ago.
And let's talk about that. Where are these signs gravitating from?
Well, almost all of the signs in the collection are either from the Las Vegas Strip or Fremont Street, or as we've always called it, Glitter Gulch.
History comprises the entirety of the museum, starting with its facade. This structure used to be the lobby of the La Concha Motel, constructed in 1961 by architect Paul Revere Williams. Saved from demolition, it now serves as the gateway to the neon Boneyard, where Old Vegas returns to life.
This is like no other place I've ever been to. Just exactly how many pieces do you have here?
We have about 600 artifacts in our collection. Not all of them are right here. We have a north gallery where we have some stored, and then we actually have some signs that have never been seen that are in storage that we're probably going to bring out here in another year or so.
Do you have a favorite out of 600?
Oh boy, John. If I had to guess, it would probably be the Silver Slipper, which sits right outside our visitor center.
Why do you like that one so much?
Well, I remember it as a child. I grew up here, and it sat on the strip at the Silver Slipper Gambling Hall, and it revolved, and it's iconic. It was the only one ever created like this in the world.
Well, you've got so much great stuff here. Let's take a stroll and take a closer look.
Super.
First unveiled in France by Georges Cloud in 1910, neon began its life as a form of illumination. Exploding in popularity in the United States, neon lights soon became an art form known as Streamline or American Deco. The style is often simple and direct, but also iconic and beautiful.
So this is the Moulin Rouge sign, a significant historical importance to Southern Nevada. This was the first racially integrated casino in Las Vegas. It opened in 1955, only stayed open for a short period of time, and then of course Las Vegas became racially integrated.
This does not spell Moulin Rouge then.
You're very observant. We took a little creative license. It is Las Vegas after all, and we rearranged the letters and it says "In Love." And this has become a great spot for brides. They love to have their pictures taken here, and also weddings.
I am struck by the size. You forget how big these signs were.
Yeah, they're very large. You know, we had neon across the United States, but nobody did it to this scale like Las Vegas did.
Leave it to Las Vegas.
Designed by legendary artist Betty Willis, the Moulin Rouge sign marks the beginning of the end of the segregation era in Las Vegas. Willis's substantial contribution for the visual landscape of the city of neon lights peaked in 1959 with the creation of the "Welcome to Fabulous Las Vegas" sign. Without a trademark, the artist considers the sign her gift to the city.
You know what's interesting about these signs? A lot of them are so visual, but every now and then you find one and you read it, and it tells you a whole story. You know this was on the edge of town. Look at this. Mini Mart, snacks, cold drinks, film, free aspirin, tender sympathy. Oh, Vegas. Restoring these is not a simple process, and it's expensive, is it?
It's very expensive, and it's not a simple process. There's a lot of breakage with neon, and you can see that. Tubing breaks. It's somewhat fragile. The technology for neon actually has not changed over the last century. It's bending glass tubes, putting the gas in, and then electrifying it.
I could ask you the value of some of these signs, but in truth,
they're priceless.
Yeah, you can't put a price tag on it. For example, the Stardust sign, which is the largest sign not only in our collection, but was probably the largest sign ever erected in Las Vegas and the United States. When the Boyd family gave us the sign, it had to be cut into multiple pieces and moved to us. Just moving that sign was $250,000.
The Stardust Resort and Casino stood strong on the Las Vegas Strip for 48 years. The sign and its 11,000 flashing bulbs illuminated the city skies until 2006, when the iconic resort was imploded in spectacular fashion.
So, Rob, this is the first piece? This is the beginning of the museum?
Yeah, it really is. This is the Aladdin's lamp from the Aladdin Hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. And it's really almost as iconic as the Silver Slipper. It's one of a kind.
You know, when I came here today, I thought Rob is really a curator of Las Vegas history, but now I realize you are the curator of some very important American history. How does that feel to you?
Well, you know, really, this museum tells not only a lot about Las Vegas, it does tell a lot about 20th century America. Bigger, bolder, brasher, and then of course Las Vegas took it to a whole different level.
Rob, thank you so much for your time today. I've had a blast.
Great, thank you, John. Enjoy the Boneyard.
You know I can.
From little motels to the grand Stardust and the classic Riviera, Las Vegas and its shimmering lights welcomed millions of guests. The Neon Museum brings new life to the personal accounts of so many people and all the memories they once created here at the live entertainment capital of the world.